What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I know a lot of you guys were upset that I did not finish the Maxton Rear diffuser, so I'm gonna make you guys happy and install that today. I think what I want to go with is just a different look. I want to have the complete diffuser in the back, as well as also install the mud flaps as well. So it might be another video, but I am going to possibly either modify the OEM ones to fit the diffuser, or I might just go a different route with the mud flaps and do a completely different one. So let's head to the car. I'm gonna need I think a 25mm hex bit, and just to take off all those bolts, or Torx bit, just to take off all those bolts, and then it should be good. First things first though, I need to take off all of those boot flaps. Maybe I'll just remove the back first and then do that and leave the front, but then that'll look janky. No, I'm gonna take them all off. Alright, so now taking off the mud flaps on the sides. It's actually very simple. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that need to come off. So it's just a T20. Pretty much unscrew all of these. So one thing that I realized as I'm doing these is that they're a pain in the butt. So I just took off the rest of the mud flaps. I have to get the car on jack stands because we have to go underneath. Now, my only problem right now is that my drill is dead. So I obviously didn't think about this ahead of time, which is not good. Go upstairs, charge the drill, and be back in a few seconds.
We are free to decide. We will love and let love. We are free to believe. We will love and let love. I saw her standing in the street alone. Her head was down, face locked onto the phone. And I wished I'd had a number so I could be color unknown. And then I tell her to look into my eyes and never let it go.
So as you guys know, I've been meaning to sort of do the dyno on the JB4, but I haven't really gotten around to it. And today I actually want to call around different shops, see what kind of quotes they give me, and hopefully we can get something done. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I keep touching this table over here where it's sitting. So here's what I've done. I searched dyno on Long Island and came up with a few hits. I'm going to call the top 3 and see what they have to say. First place I'll be calling is Speed World in Baldwin. Hopefully they got some good prices here. Put this on speaker.
Speed World, how can I help you?
Hey, how you doing? I have a 2017 GTI, and I've been meaning to put it on the dyno and see what kind of power it's making. How much do you guys charge for that?
I believe it's 75 to 3 runs, but let me find out for you. Hold on.
Thank you very much.
A few inches later.
Speed World.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. I was just talking to a different guy about a dyno.
Okay, what are you looking to do? 3 poles or?
Yeah, just 3 poles to see what kind of power the car's making.
Alright, what type of car is it?
It's a 2017 GTI.
2017 GTI. Alright, when you looking to do it?
Possibly next Tuesday.
That's not a problem. Just give me a call Monday just to confirm the day before, and that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Bye.
Boys, it looks like I hit the jackpot on the first try. So we're going to be going to Speed World in Baldwin, New York. More than likely, it's going to be next Tuesday, so it's going to be a next week video. The appointment is set. Psh, super excited. So now, my next thing is, I'd like to see if you guys can figure out how much power I'm actually going to be making on this dyno. My best guess, and obviously according to George and such, it's going to be somewhere around 315 horse and somewhere around 370 or so torque. Hopefully those numbers are correct. Obviously I've done a lot of mods to sort of complement the JB4 tune, and the custom tune that Mr. George has been set up for me is pretty top-notch. According to him, is really good numbers I'm putting straight across. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing my hoodie at home, I really don't know, but I thought the video would look cooler, or look cooler in the video. I keep looking at the top. I hate this damn screen. So yeah, so we'll be going to Speed World in Baldwin, New York, and hopefully those guys are pretty chill. They sounded pretty chill on the phone, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'd like to see you guys try to guess what kind of numbers I am going to put out, so why don't you tell me down below what kind of numbers you think I'm going to put out, and we'll see who the closest person is to those numbers. So let's head back downstairs because I still have this diffuser to kind of finish up. It looks about right. I think this power should suffice. So pretty excited, guys. We have a date with the dyno next week, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's finish up this install. So now that we've got the jack all up in the air, it's time to assess exactly what we're doing here. So looking underneath here, it looks like we can drill a hole here and here, but there's a few things that do need to come off before I can do that. So this is pretty much supposed to land somewhere around here, like so. I think what I'm going to do is approach this in a slightly different way, just because of how this whole thing is. There's absolutely no way to kind of get up there. So I think what I'm going to do is just grab some hex bolts and just kind of drill them up, some self-tapping ones, and call it a day. So let's do that. So before I start drilling hex screws up here, I'm actually going to take a couple of these self-tapping ones and just drill some guide bolts to help me out. Alright, set this up where it's supposed to go and go with the flow. And we're going to do the other guide screw. Now those are all set, we have our guide screws in there. We're going to put these slightly thicker hex bolts in there that should grab on pretty nicely. So let's switch this out. Got the hex bolt in there, and bring this back up. I'm not going to tighten them all the way down, just going to put them in their guides first, and then we'll come back and just kind of tighten everything else up. Now starting from the middle, I'm going to tighten everything else up. 2. There we go. And that, my friends, is not going anywhere. So let's peel off this plastic next. Alright, so now that that side is done, we're going to head to the other side and sort of follow the same steps. I'm going to take my bit, swap these out, and use those same guide screws to kind of mount this thing. I remember, always take this, remember to always take this darn tape off before you do the final screws, because then it's a pain in the butt to remove out of the way. Let's get this hood back on. It looks so much better. So I think it actually looks pretty cool. I haven't jacked it down yet, but we'll get to see it at the same time. There we go, boys. We're all set, all installed. Peep it. I think it looks really good, actually. And it's, you know, making me kind of double think of the whole mud flap thing. But I did find my mud flaps, though, very, very useful in the winter time. So, you know, those are probably going to come back on somehow. I'm not sure if I'm going to modify those or just get me some rock flaps. I don't know. We'll see eventually in the long run. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Peace out.